time would still progress, but we couldn't interact with the environment or move or do anything. We were just get stuck. But I did a little Google searching last night, and I found a fix, and I was in fact able to kill the thing last night, so I made a save game before doing it, so we'll do it again here. I don't know why it's not letting me skip this. What the hell? Hello? Okay, anyway. Alright, so let's kill this stupid wraith, and
you feel a chill.
Finally get this fucking shit progressing forward here. So cast aura here.
You cast.
And our reflect magic spell. And then bum rush the guy.
Wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth.
Yay! We'd never got the wraith would never pop out of the rock until we interacted with it before, and then when we beat him, that last dialogue would never pop up. So
the barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a well-crafted sword and 150 gold crowns. As you pick up the sword, you feel a sensation of strength and power. It's magical.
All right.
You also find a scroll with mysterious letters that seem to writhe and shift under your gaze. At the top is a stylized heart symbol. A few drops of ink under it remind you of dried blood.
Ooh, sorry. And we also got a ritual out of this, which we weren't able to loot. And I think you have to get these rituals to beat the game. I could be wrong, but we found there's supposed to be like 5 of them, I think, 4 or 5, and we've got 2 of them now. And we found a magical sword, which is sweet. So, now we can go back to town and report to the Paladin Ghost that we've killed this thing, and maybe we'll actually make some progress.
Your aura has evaporated.
There's 7 rituals? Oh, okay. How you doing there, Google Adventure? I guess our Paladin Ghost friend isn't going to show up tonight. I'll wait till tomorrow night, I guess.
Your reverse?
Yeah, whatever. Bit tired, I haven't been awake very long.
You hear movement. After a few minutes, your reversal spell. You unlock them. After some.
Just gonna wait until after midnight and see if the Domovoy shows up again.
After you'll get.
Alright. If he's there, he should be there now. Nope.
You unlock. You awaken as the sun begins.
Yeah, Sir Vortex, you just caught up. Well, we got past the bug that was getting us stuck yesterday with the wraith, so I found a fix. So we should be all good now. But yeah, the GOG version of this game comes with a community patch installed called like Rising Sun patch or something like that. And apparently,
garlic souffle,
the bug we were running
Moldavian
into is
style.
actually caused by that community patch, so I had to remove 2 files from the patch that deal with the wraiths, and then we were good to go. So leave. Thank you.
Good day.
Yeah, I don't know. It's apparently what's happening is there's some kind of issue with the vanilla game where wraiths will drain your health way faster than they're supposed to if you don't have the aura or the pendant equipped. And so the community patch tries to fix that, but I guess the way they tried to fix it ends up breaking the game in a completely different way. So yeah. But we got through it, so it's all good.
Everything in nature is of interest to the true scientist. You must learn to observe carefully and to take detailed notes. You never know what you might find.
Most notorious bug is killing the Chernobyl in the swamp. Yeah, there was someone in the channel saying that he never managed to get past that screen. I've already killed them and it worked out alright for me. I got lucky, I guess.
You really... Here. I have been thinking a bit about that castle on the mountain lately. Such a castle might make a wonderful environment for scientific research. Perhaps someday one of my descendants will work in a castle like that.
I think that's supposed to be a reference to the castle of Dr. Brain. If you run it slower in DOSBox, okay. Huh.
Good day.
Good day to you. Well, we don't really have anything to do until we can talk to the paladin. I don't even think we can work out anymore. Even though our stats aren't maxed, he won't do it.
You think you've done about...
Yeah, I can't even work out, so I guess we'll just go sleep until nighttime and then go talk to the paladin.
One thing you can say about Mordavia is that it is never dull. Be careful out there.
You unlock... After... It does...
You'd also get instantly killed by wraiths sucking your life away. Yeah, that's what the community patch tried to fix, but that's what ended up breaking the wraith encounter we were having there. So
After some... After some red... After... After... After
Alright, one more and it should be nighttime.
after
Alright. That's exactly how you sleep. Just on top of your bed, just thump.
you never
It is very...
Oops. I didn't even know you could get directly to that screen from here if you go left. Interesting. Okay. That's actually
shiver of
faster.
cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
Alright, I've killed your stupid wraith. Now what?
I was the paladin Piotr, and my pride was too great. I sought to drive back the darkness, but the darkness was stronger than I could imagine, and I watched my friends and comrades die. At last, in desperation, I called upon the mage Irana. She held back the darkness, but was herself trapped. In sorrow, I brought her staff to this place that it might protect the town and preserve her memory. I sought to free Irana's spirit, and so began the quest for dark rituals. I loved the woman, but left her to seek the ritual of the heart. The Wraith defeated me, and I lost all. Irana, the woman I loved, and my life. Take my sword to my grandson Dmitri. Let his grief be ended.
Alright. Yeah, I was a LucasArts adventure game guy myself, but I did play a smattering of Sierra games, including with this series specifically. I played Quest for Glory 1, and then this game, Quest for Glory 4. I missed 2, 3, and 5. I've played King's Quest 2 and 3 and 8. Another weird batch.
You hear movement.
And I've played
After a few
Space
minutes,
Quest 2 and 3, and I've played Police Quest 1 and Leisure Suit Larry 1. So I've played it like a little bit from each Sierra series, but I haven't like gone through any of their like the whole series. Whereas I've played like
unlock the
everything
door to
LucasArts
your
did.
room.
LucasArts was my jam, that's for sure. There's a reason why my Twitch profile avatar
Again, your sleep
is
is disturbed by the sound of voices.
the purple tentacle from Day of the Tentacle.
There! I think I am getting something this time.
Oh, Erasmus again.
A rootin' tootin' root beer commercial?
No. I think I'm getting him. If I could only adjust the fine-tuning on this thing. Hand me those pliers.
What if I just turn this knob here?
Don't touch that.
Now a strange voice intones. Eeny, meeny, chilly, beany, the spirits are about to speak. You find yourself thinking, are they friendly spirits? Before you realize we're just dreaming. You awaken as the sun begins.
Yeah, I've never played Phantasmagoria, but yeah, King's Quest Mask of Eternity, that's King's Quest 8. I did play that one. I played 2, 3, and 8. And King's Quest 8 was a very, very weird game.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic.
King's Quest and King's Quest 6. Yeah, I've never played the first one, or the sixth one, but I did play 2 and 3. I remember King's Quest 2 is the only time my mom ever got into a video game.
One thing you can...
She would, she really got into trying to solve the puzzles in that game. Okay, so I have your grandfather's sword. How you doing?
Good to see. Thank you for returning my great-grandfather's sword. My family honor has at last been restored.
Still nothing new to talk about? Well, let's save and then we'll go inside and talk to him. Gonna save because we have, yesterday we had a lot of crashes when we were trying to get in there. Yeah, I remember with King's Quest 2, we ended up beating it, but we had to buy an official Sierra hint
What
guide.
are you looking for?
And I remember the hint guide was written in invisible ink. And you had to buy it came with like a special highlighter, and you had to highlight the answers so you couldn't like spoil yourself inadvertently. It's kind of a neat idea for a hint book. And you still have nothing new to say.
Well,
okay. Well, now we gotta go sleep again until...
thanks for it.
Yeah, I know, blah blah blah. Sleep until nighttime, then we'll talk to the paladin again. Wait, I should go get my potions first. Hold on.
Everything in nature. You're it. Good luck.
You unlock. After. After.
I'm just glad this game lets you do this. You can't do this in any of the other games. If you try to rest when you have full stamina, your character's like, I'm too impatient to rest right now, and you have to just like find some way to fill time.
After.
It's so annoying. Although the third game lets you rest until evening, which is nice. Or maybe it was the second one. I know one of them had it.
After.
But only one of them.
It doesn't. After.
Do, 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 do.
After. After. You never.
It is.
Yeah, Quest for Glory 1 is... it's really bad because your character just drops dead from being tired. It is not nighttime, is it? Nope. Fuck. I should be able to rest right here for an hour.
After.
There we go.
A shiver of.
I was the paladin Piotr, and my pride was too great. I sought to drive back the darkness, but
This isn't the same thing you already said to me.
I love the rain.
I did. I took your sword to your stupid grandson. What? What? What the hell?
You are surrounded by warmth and friendship.
I did it outside the house, but
You
he
reach out to take her
acknowledged it.
hand and smile as she smiles back at you. You hold open your arms, and she flows into them. You embrace one another and share your happiness. You both laugh with joy as you each behold the stranger you have known so long, this friend that you have never met but always cared for, this love that you share for the first time and forever. You kiss the lips of the Major Rana.
Yeah, if your skill is too low, you'll kill yourself.
Taking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
But what's funny is you can use that to actually grind your lockpicking skill up in the first game. You just keep, once it's high enough that you survive, you can keep picking your nose.
You do not need to go looking.
You keep picking your nose with the lockpick, and then you'll actually level your lockpicking skill
Do
up.
you need something? Or that is the sword of my grandfather Pyotr. I do not know how I can tell, but somehow I am sure of it. He was supposed to have deserted my grandmother. This means Pyotr did not run off. He was killed instead. You keep it. You certainly have earned it. I was so ashamed of my grandfather. Everyone in town called him coward, yet he really was a hero after all. That shield on the wall over there was Pyotr's also. Take it. There's no sense in leaving it hanging on the wall if you can use it.
I guess we took it automatically, because it's gone now. Huh, okay. I guess we just had to show him the sword inside his house. Yeah, we got Pyotr's shield. Alright.
Thanks for returning Pyotr's sword. My family's honor shall at last be cleansed.
Alright. Let's... Oops. Don't go. Damn it. I don't really need more potions, but they're free, so might as well get them.
You're ill. I have been...
You unlock the... After... 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 You don't...
Oh, the go to bed animation just
After-
gets sped up. Never mind.
You straight... After... 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 After some...
Alright, one more, and it should be night time.
After...
Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum.
You never...
Oops.
A shiver of cold.
There is a woman who sorrows, whose heart cannot bear the loss of one so dear. Her child was taken by others, and now exists as an undead. Piranha's staff yet contains one great spell, the trading of one life for another. Rescue the child from the castle, and restore her to life. Heal the sorrow of a grieving mother.
Okay, so whose life do I have to trade?
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly. The massive...
Alright, well let's, I think Katrina said to meet her 3 days later. I'm pretty sure it's been 3 days. So let's quickly scoot over to the castle gates and see if she's there. Yep.
Did you get my message? I hoped you would come to see me here again. I wanted to ask a favor of you. I need your help. I am trying to find... Oh! Another, and here I am asking you for favors. I am sorry. It's just that this is so important to me that I couldn't wait to ask you. It is strange how much I look forward to seeing you. I have never really cared about a man before. I wanted you to... But really, it is too dangerous. I would hate it for you to get hurt trying to help me. Oh, never mind. Don't even know if I can trust you yet. You and we have met only a few times. How do I know if you are telling the truth about yourself? I need someone dependable. Someone who will face danger willingly for me. Another better. I will be able to know if you are the one I need. I know that one of the things I need is hidden in the swamp. But you have to be very that you are ready to face the dangers that await you in that terrible place. Please, work on your skills before we next meet. It is a very dangerous place. I do need your help, but I do not want anything harmful to happen to you. Farewell.
Katrina seems to walk off into the mist. Odd. You've never noticed much fog around this area of the forest.
What the hell skills does she want me to level up? Oops. Wrong way. This way. I still don't know how to cure the girl. I have to trade one life for hers. That doesn't tell me anything. Start picking that nose. I don't have lockpicks, unfortunately. Oh, wow.
You grab...
What? Alright, fine, I'll level my throwing. Nope. God damn it. It's not like I need the money, but it's the principle. I kill them, I should get my loot. Which do I have anyway? I have 250 crowns. Yeah, we do not need money. Maybe we could talk to the gypsies. Maybe the gypsies know how to deal with vampires in a way that isn't vague. If I can remember how to get there. It's like this way, I think. Shit.
You find some...
Last night I had a most strange vision. I saw you standing in the forest. You were not near any water, yet I thought you were fishing. You threw something into the air that looked like a bird, and yet not a bird. The bushes rustled, then started moving towards the strange yellow bird. That was all I saw. It was most strange.
What? She's talking about me throwing a sandwich to the bush?
You will always be welcome here.
Tell about Katrina. Okay.
Tell about your meeting with Katrina.
I have no knowledge of such a person. Much is strange about your story. I would not entirely trust this Katrina if I were you.
Tell about Rakesh and your adventures in Tana.
You fought a demon? Oh, then perhaps you can drive off the dark. But no, we must not even think of such things. It is far too dangerous to speak of it. I have been well, thank you. The magician Irana's death is shrouded in mystery. I do not know her true fate, but I only know that her staff protects the town, and her garden protects anyone in need of safety. The staff of Irana has a great deal of magic. It protects the town from the undead, although between you and me, the townspeople do not know it. But I had a vision of it one night. I heard it speak in the dream. It told me how it protected the town and of its destiny spell. When the staff spoke no more, I saw a most beautiful crystal floating in the air. The staff touched it, and the crystal shattered. Oh, that was all I saw. In my vision, the staff said that it would guard the town until it cast its destiny spell. That one day, someone would bring a dead loved one before the staff. That person would trade his life force through the staff. The dead would rise, alive and well, though the one who gave his life for the dead would never know. That would be a true sacrifice, done with foreknowledge and with much love.
Okay, so we have to...
The staff still stands in the town, so I do not think anyone has been willing to make such a sacrifice. Irana's garden is to the south and a little west of here. It is a very good place to rest and heal. There used to be a small bush whose fruit was sweet and filling and always available, but someone dug it up and took it. Why anyone would do such a thing, I do not know, I do not know. There is a tree whose fruit will restore magic to those who use it, but only a magical spell can get the fruit. The tarot cards are a tradition with gypsies. Their history is tied with our own. Always the gypsies have told fortunes, and always have the cards guided our sight. Each card of the tarot has many meanings. A true reader of cards knows which meanings best suit a particular reading. When I tell a fortune with the cards for someone, I tell them only the meaning of the cards. It is up to that someone to figure out how they affect their future. If I have any more visions about you, I will let you know. So you should visit here again, just in case. I mean, you never know when the knowledge of my vision may be useful. Right, dear?
We have to hunt farther and farther from camp each night. There are many creatures which hunt, but few things to eat. The other night, I was hunting in the hills near the castle. I looked up at the walls and saw a man standing on the edge of the parapets. He was dressed very strangely and wore an odd hat on his head. Suddenly, he raised his arms. He shape-shifted into the form of a bat and flew off. I have a feeling you once knew this man.
Journey.
Alright. Eagle Avenger, are you still there? Question for you. Do I have what I need to get the little girl? Like, or if I go to the castle, am I wasting my time? I don't want to go through the castle again if I can't actually do what I need to do. I might have to look it up then.
You'll find
He's
some
not
copper
there.
kopecks.
So if I go into the castle, that's going to be like 20, 30 minutes of running around for potentially nothing, so I guess I'll look at the walkthrough here. Okay, it looks like we just have to tell the little girl about the staff, so we should hopefully have that as an option now, and I don't need anything else. Okay. Open the door.
The crypt. Your day. The small key from the crypt.
Alright.
After following the door.
Back into this stupid place for like the 10th time.
The door. You straight. The door hinge. The door.
Alright, let's make a save before we go in there.
You politely knock on the door. You sense that something is... There is a feeling of coldness about the child.
Hello. Vanna is so happy to be back with us now. He's our friend now, Toby. He's not a stranger.
There we go. Tell about Irana's staff.
You tell about Irana's staff and how it can make Tanya back into a real little girl again.
I like the staff. It always made such pretty flowers in town. You say it will make me all better and I won't be a bad thing anymore?
You nod your head.
Oh, Toby, I can see my mommy and daddy again. Toby asks, what else will the staff do?
You try to explain about sacrifice.
Toby says he understands. He says you should take us to the staff now, so I can be with my mommy and daddy again. Oh, it feels weird here. Kinda happy. Icky. I'm scared. I know you'll protect me, Toby, but who will protect you? Okay, Toby. I'll protect you.
You cast the ritual of release.
The sacrifice of life for love. Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Will you trade your life to give life to the child? Will you die willingly for the one you love?
No, Toby, no!
so shall the sacrifice be done. So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Erana.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I? I love you too, Toby.
You take the sobbing child in your arms and carry her to the inn. You awaken her parents and are overwhelmed by their gratitude and joy. It is long before you manage to escape to the peace of your own room for what is left of the night. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
All right. So we have the Staff of Arana now. Of course, now the town has no protection. That seems like it might be a bad thing. For the town, anyway. You have the legendary staff of the Archmage Arana. It also makes a very nice walking stick.
I must thank you for saving our Tanya. You have brought joy again into our lives. We are in your debt.
Well, you better stop charging me for my room then. At the very least.
It's a garlic souffle, Mordavian style.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again.
You tell again how Toby sacrificed himself for Tanya.
He may have looked like a monster, but he obviously had a heart and mind of great kindness.
Remind the innkeeper that the vampires are still in the castle, and there may be other attempts at getting Tanya.
We understand, and we will make certain no vampire can come near her again. Oh, she is her joyful self again. The sound of a child's voice is the sweetest of music. We will do our best to show our love and never, never let her be afraid of the dark again. I have always found it difficult to express emotion. Mordavian men are not supposed to show such things. Yet I cried freely when you brought Tanya back to us. I cannot remember ever being so happy. I do not know what to make of Tanya's stories about vampires. It is hard to imagine my lovely daughter as an undead. Gladly, though, I would go to the castle and drive a stake through the heart of the one who stole our daughter from us.
My Tanya is her cheerful, loving self again. I could never thank you enough for the kindness you have shown us all. I knew Tanya was alive somewhere. I never lost hope that she would return.
Bella, you heard his story. Tanya was dead, an undead, a Nosferatu.
She is fine right now, isn't she? As long as she's alive and well, what does it matter? I knew
Bella.
I don't understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important. Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me. Still, I think I can understand her a little bit.
I too have always wanted a child such as Tanya. I am only overjoyed to have my Tanya back.
I didn't like him. He didn't like me. He didn't like Katrina either. They were always having fights, but he had to do what she told him to do, and that made him very mad. I liked Trina. She was kind to me and gave me lots of nice things. She even taught me to read and write, but I'll never go back to her. I want to stay with my mommy and daddy. Toby was my best friend in all the world. And I miss him. I wish he could come and live with us here. I'm happy to be home again. Everyone in town has come to see me and talk to me, and it's fun to be important. I like it.
You hear a chorus of responses, some coming from the kitchen. Goodbye and thank you.
You have brought real joy to Mordavia by bringing Tanya back. When she was stolen, it was as if all the laughter here had been taken as well. You gave us back our happiness. Thank you for returning my great-grandfather's sword. My family honor has at last been restored.
Got anything new to say?
I hated my grandfather Pyotr all my life. Now that my hatred is over, my heart is light. I was told that only a paladin could use that sword. I did not believe such a story. Now I know that it is true, and that my grandfather was a true paladin, as are you. I thought I didn't believe in honor. I guess I lied to myself. Honor is something I do value in others, and in myself as well. It has just been hanging on the wall for all these years. I am pleased that someone will make good use of it. My mother's father despised Pyotr and would speak no good of him. I never heard my grandmother speak of him but once. When she was dying, my grandmother called me to her side. She said that I had to believe that Pyotr was a good and honorable man. I thought she was wrong all these years.
Okay. Big compliment coming from him, yeah.
You straight.
Potion, potion, potion. Give me my potions.
It is not often that one of your talent and potential comes into Mordavia. Unfortunately, I have already awarded the laboratory assistant position to Frankie. You really... Here. Should you ever visit Silmaria, I should be most pleased to give you a recommendation into the Academy of Science there. Science needs more adherence with your energy.
So, now what? I guess we can wait until nighttime and talk to the paladin again.
The days are getting...
Yeah, I know.
You unlock. After.
How many rituals do I have? 2.
After some rest, after some rest, after some
Oops, damn it. I can't stress how crazy the mouse sensitivity is in this game. It's like super high.
After
makes clicking on stuff trickier than it needs to be.
After some rest.
Hey, Caroman, how you doing?
You never see
It is...
No ghost? Is he done? Well, so much for that plan. Well, the gates aren't locked. Maybe it's not actually nighttime yet?
After
There we go.
a shiver of
There we go. Yeah, I know we can sleep here. I've slept here a few times already.
You serve two dark masters. Their goal is greater darkness. Yet by walking this dark path, you may bring light. The spirit of Irana is trapped within the darkness. Unleash the darkness, that Irana's spirit might be free. Release the darkness, that it might be banished forever. But beware your own dark masters, for they will bring you sorrow.
the massive gate.
Quest for Glory in Space Quest and King's Quest for your childhood. Right on. Yeah, I haven't played this game in a long time. But we've been going through the whole series. This is a character we've imported from all the way in King's Quest 1 through 2 through 3 into this. So we started off as a magic user, and we got changed into a paladin at the end of the second game. What do I do? I guess we can go see if Katrina wants to talk. Yeah, I've got the VOD saved of the whole playthrough there. Hey, Dust Exploit, how you doing, man? Yeah, we're doing the Hadouken spam again. It's much faster to just beat it to death with my flaming sword, though. What am I fighting? It's called a Necrotar. What is an Ekrotar? That I don't know.
The heavy gate.
But yeah, it looks like some kind of zombie dog thing. Alright, we have a faster way into the castle now. Instead of going through the graveyard secret door. Just kill the shit out of the dogs guarding the gates.
You feel a strong sense of sorrow and loss.
I still don't know what's up with this ghost. Can't talk to it or do anything with it.
The ghost's only response is a low moan that sends a chill up. No one seems... You cast... You shiver.
No idea. No, don't.
You put your ear up against... the door. Your order has... The door... The door hinge...
I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to get to the little girl's room because now that she's gone, maybe we can take this. There's stuff in there that we couldn't take because it belonged to the little girl, but maybe we can take it now.
The door...
Just gotta remember how to get over there.
The door... The door hinges...
Here she is. Who have I met? So far just the guards and this little girl who we've cured. That's it. Well, and we came into a room where Avis and someone were, but they killed us when we walked in there.
The
so.
toys look forlorn with the little girl gone. The toys look for... The toys look for... The toy...
Did I come
the
here
toy-
for nothing?
The toy... The toy... The toy... The
Yeah, I came
toy...
here for no reason whatsoever. Yay me. I thought the note in the monastery said the little girl should have a ritual, but...
You sense no magic in this area.
It's nothing. Oh, yeah, no. we know Avis is in the game. That's definitely not a spoiler. I mean, you see him at the end of Quest for Glory 3. He's the one who teleports you to this place, so it's definitely not a surprise.
The door hinges.
The Adabes, yeah. These guys are still guarding this door, so... Blah, 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 blah. Sorry.
You hear voice.
I've just seen that dialogue from...
Hinges squeak in protest.
too many times. Hey, Hazen Wookie. Yeah, like Astro Vortex says, we played through the whole series.
Something strange.
We started as a mage in 1, worked our way through 2, got turned into a paladin at the end of that. Did 3, now we're up to 4, and we're gonna do 5 once we finish this. So we're doing the whole series. Did that yourself a few months ago? Cool.
Door. The door. You read.
Okay, so that was... the trip was a complete bust. The only thing I can think of that we haven't
As you
solved is the... I guess there's the thing in the swamp that we can rotate with the spider idol thing, or the squid, or whatever the hell it is. And then there's the bushes, which I haven't been able to do anything with. I feel like we've done every other puzzle I can think of that we've come across.
Your magical lasso. The sounds of battle rage around you. You hear once again the death screams of 100 brave warriors and friends. The darkness reaches for you. The tendrils of twisted magic writhe around you, sucking at your very soul. Your staff is torn away, your magic is sheared from you, and you lie defenseless before the all-devouring blackness. You are swallowed by the darkness. Now you draw forth the last of your power, your very life force. With your final spell, you bind the darkness from within, and send it back to the chaos from which it came. It takes you with it. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Alright then.
You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
How many rations do we have left? 8. Oh, we're fine. Okay, let's see if we can figure out this bush puzzle, because this has been bugging me the entire game, and I keep thinking we're, like, Gonna talk to somebody who's gonna give us a hint. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Cameron. But yeah, I keep thinking we're gonna find someone who's gonna give us a hint about the bushes or something, and we aren't finding anything, so I think clearly I just have to actually solve it somehow. If I can remember where the hell the bushes are. Oh, we're at the gypsies. Okay. I guess we could talk to the gypsy, see if she has anything more to say. Since we're here.
In my dreams last night, I heard Irana's staff speak. It said the sacrifice had been made, the dead had risen, and the living had died. When I awoke, I feared it was you who made the sacrifice. I sent Davy to discover the truth. He climbed over the wall and started sniffing around where the staff had been. He became scared when he caught your scent there, but then he scented you going with the child to the inn. It is not our way to be concerned about outsiders. You have certainly become more than an outsider to us.
Never played Moonstone. Das explique.
You tell about Tanya, Toby, and the staff.
So the child has been restored to life through the sacrifice of Toby, and the staff of Irana is in your possession. Oh, with this you have undoubtedly angered someone very powerful. I would be very careful traveling at night if I were you.
Yeah, I've never even heard of him, man. Nothing new there.
You say goodbye.
May your luck hold.
Hello.
You say hello, but there's only silence in return.
Hello.
Goodbye!
I don't... What the hell am I missing here? This doesn't make any sense. I can't do anything to get any other answers.
This entire area is permeated with powerful magical energy. It seems to be very chaotic and a little bit playful in nature. The bushes seem particularly suspect. Your spell does nothing. It only works upon magically enchanted objects.
Alright. rid of him pretty quick. The shopkeeper lady? And I've talked to her like 20 times. Oh, great. And of course he has to poison me on the very last hit he gets. Dickhead. A dick ahead. Alright.
The only...
Luckily I've been getting all my free potions, so...
You do not need to go.
Yeah.
The talk is that you're a real hero. People say you returned little Tanya to her parents. My.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all. So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town. What would you like to know about?
Hey, Cameron, how you doing, man?
Dr. Cranium is a very strange man. No one knows what goes on in the back room of his house, except maybe Igor, and he won't talk about it. Someday, the mad doctor will blow us all up with one of those experiments of his. You mark my words. You see, there used to be a very active adventurers guild here in town, but it's been empty and locked up since I can remember. Dmitri is really a very nice man. It's a shame the nasty things people say about his family. People shouldn't spread such rumors. Word has it that you rescued the gravedigger, buried alive in his own grave. What a gruesome thought! Why, if you hadn't come across him, who knows what would have happened to him? Well, the gypsy may not have eaten the gravedigger, but that still doesn't explain why he was hanging around town. We'll all be eaten by that werewolf yet. I've heard you really had a great adventure bringing Tanya back from that awful castle. Did you really have to fight hundreds of horrible monsters without even a sword? Oh, that's wonderful! They say Nikolai went off to look for Anna for the last time. Maybe they're together again somewhere.
We cured her yesterday, Cameron. She's passed on to the next life.
I have heard tell you were seen near the monastery not long after the folks noticed the fire. I'm not saying you did it, but I'm glad you did. That place was a menace to our town.
Well, since I'm here, I guess I could buy some rations. Wish you could buy more than one at a time. You could in all the previous games, but for whatever reason, this one. And there's no bartering like the old games either.
Yeah, good night, and don't let the bedbugs...
The Adventurer's Guild book? Could try that.
This place appears to have been an adventurer's guild hall. This desk holds... You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
That's exactly what it said last time we read it.
You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia.
Oh, wait, no.
Near the end of the book, Piotr...
It's the same thing, yeah. Read books?
Which book do you want to read?
Okay, maybe there's something here. I haven't read these before.
You read the book entitled Climbing Skills for Upwardly Mobile Adventurers. It's written entirely in one-syllable words, obviously intended for fighters. It's absolutely fascinating. This book teaches you that climbing sheer walls is best left for specialists, but that anyone with reasonable strength can climb using a rope and grapnel. You're pretty sure you know what to do now.
So did that just teach me how to climb? We have 100 climbing all of a sudden. Alright. We've had 0 climbing this whole time. We just use levitate everywhere. But I guess we now know how to climb. There you go.
Which book? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necritor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games,
there it is,
but which can also be helpful to those it likes.
Lishi.
You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box? The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online." Jeez, how cheesy can you get? The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire, using alternate flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips which will improve your spellcasting. This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of Talk Fu, how to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul. This book teaches you how to use the stair-stepper to build strong leg muscles and talks about the importance of whole body development. It says to build up your strength gradually by adding weights to the baskets. Hey, this isn't a lending library. Nice try, but the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way.
Okay, so the thing's called the leashy. That's good. And it looks like our stats went up from reading the books. And we can climb. Which actually means we should be able to, oops. Practice here, right?
That was good climbing practice. That was good. That was good climbing practice, but that was good climbing practice. That was
Yeah, that would take a while if we were going to grind that up, but we don't really need to, so don't worry about it.
Trying to be a...
Take the rope. Okay. Let's go see if we can do something with these bushes.
Good day.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hello. Hello.
Goodbye.
Leshy.
Tell the creature it's called the leashy.
Ah, that's the price of too much fame. Now you've gone and guessed my name. Leashy, leashy, look and see, in a bush or up a tree. Leashy, leashy, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
He's a lot taller than I was expecting.
Na 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 na.
Oops.
Na.
Get over here.
You didn't manage to...
Or not.
Na na.
The bush seems to be... The bush seems... The...
Na na. Oops! Hi there!
Okay, now he's tiny.
3 and 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now who's in the lake.
Sulka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
That'd be Baba Yaga.
No one seems to... No one...
Huh. Or not.
Hello.
Goodbye.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Magic message.
Baba Yaga.
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun. Baba Yaga, ogress fine. She makes magic with a rhyme.
No.
He'll give a bunch of outdated hints for a while. Yeah, this is something I probably should have done way, way, way earlier in the game, but I didn't read those books on the bookshelf, so... You don't like the smugness of my avatar?
After...
I think he's earned a bit of smugness after the first 3 games.
And 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude? Riddles, riddles, 3, 2, 1. Next one, and my riddling's done. Nana.
It doesn't... It doesn't...
Oops. What am I doing?
Oops. 5 from 15 leaves you 10. Find the heart scroll in its den. Its hidden hoard revealed at night. What's this undead? You must fight.
That'd be the Wraith.
I'm almost out of riddles. I'll ask you nothing more, but come back in a while just to see what I've in store.
It doesn't... It...
Oh, what the? Oh, thanks for the follow, Deep Space Neon.
Thank you much for all the fun.
The hell was the point of that?
You say hello.
Yeah, thanks for the follow there. Really? Nothing? Well, that was kind of a waste of time. No, if you gave me an item, it would be my active item. It always sets the newest thing you pick up as your item, and that's just my grappling hook that we had before. Hi, Wookie. Thanks for the follow, man.
The only...
Astro Vortex with the subscription. Wow. Thank you so much, man. That's very, very kind of you, man.
Not
Much
often
appreciated.
that one of your talent and potential. You're here. Good luck.
What else can we do? You've had fun? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Much appreciated. Any and all support I get is very, very much helpful.
You want... After some... After... After some... It doesn't... After... After... After...
Just gonna try and see if the Doma voice shows up again. After midnight here, and if he doesn't, then the only thing I can think of left to do is to go into the swamp again and
After...
try and figure out what that pillar's all about.
After...
If I'm guessing, we might have to spell out the Dark One's name using the symbols. Like we saw it on the wall, it was the same shape inside the monastery where it was like a voozle. I wrote that down.
After... You'll get...
So that might be the key to that spinny pillar thing, but that's just a guess. And he's not here. Alright.
You want...
Well, let's get some sleep and then we'll go to the swamp in the morning.
You awake...
Oh, we got a note. What's the note?
The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight. We have much to talk about. Katrina."
Alright.
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
One thing you can say about...
It's definitely one thing you can say about Mordavia, because you've said it to me like 20 times.
Aha! Eureka! I have it! Just practicing for my next incredible discovery, you understand. You really... Here you...
Alright, get our daily free potions. How much do I have now? I have 15 healing potions. And 8 poison cures. Yeah, I think we're
Good
good.
luck!
We're good on potions, but they're free, so might as well keep getting them. Okay, so to the swamp. And this thing, I have no idea if this is a puzzle or if he's just there as background. Stupid hog. So, we should have the glide spell now.
As you start to glide, you realize the only way to get back onto the dry areas will be to grab hold of something and pull yourself up.
It's definitely faster than walking, that's
You
for sure.
sense terrible danger here.
These guys are back. They respawned. Oh, how do I... Get down, get down. Go. Ah, get... What the... Oh! You idiot.
You sense
Okay, first of all, get your flex spell going.
Ca-
There we go. The hell are you doing? What? Like stuck on this fucking lump of ground here? Can I glide? What?
You sense terrible...
What the fuck is going on? This looks kind of funky. You like them better this way? Okay, hold on. Let's try making a save and then loading here. close and reopen the game. Okay.
You sense...
Okay. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Not the first bug we've run into in this game, probably not the last.
You eat...
One.
Okay, let's try this again.
As you...
Okay, don't glide into the hands. Duly noted.
As you start...
Wait, what? Stop doing that.
You send... You come...
That.
How do we get that into the water? Get off the... Oh my god, this fucking... buggy ass fucking game!
You send...
There we go. That was interesting. So apparently at some point I like fucked up my save numbering in there, middle there. Okay, so this thing, I know we stick this in here, and then we can like spin it around.
The dark one.
So it was like a Vuzel, ABOOZL. That's not enough symbols for that. At least match the rituals we're finding, doesn't it? We have the heart ritual. Maybe we can't do anything with this right now, because I don't have the rituals. Hey, Bobby Beretta, how you doing? Yeah. Well, now I'm officially out of things to do. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. I guess I can go visit Katrina. She left me a note to go visit her tonight, so we can do that.
Up. Up. After some rest, you...
It's too bad there isn't like hotkeys for these commands.
After...
Instead of trying to get the mouse... Get up there. Really? What the fuck?
Up. 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 The mess. Suddenly you have a terrible feeling of peril. You recognize Ad Avis, the evil wizard whom you thought you had killed in Rasir. Somehow, he has returned to life. Thinking back, you recall how Ad Avis once brought you under his control. You realize that you must avoid looking into his eyes at all costs.
How nice of you to come. I'm afraid I accidentally signed the wrong name to your note.
Dun, dun,
It's
dun.
been ages since we last met. Come here and let me look at you.
You can't.
You have no power against one such as I. Let's play a little game of fox and hound, shall we? I have summoned the hounds of death. Now we shall see whether you've kept up with your running lessons.
It's just a necrotar.
Run, fool! Run while you can! Soon enough, my creatures shall catch you, and then I shall have my revenge. Get him!
And it crashed. Great. Hey, Cardboard Tech, how you doing? Aft, aft, aft.
Suddenly you have a thinking.
It's...
You can't.
Blind him. Or not.
You have...
Run.
Run!
Why I'm running for my life from a necrotar, I'm not quite sure, but... Oh no. Not a necrotar. What the hell? I guess it caught
You
me.
fool! Did you really believe you could get away from me? I have you now, and you will pay for my death. It is you that caused me to become a vampire. If you had not killed me, I would never be forced to serve the Dark Master again. You probably blame me for all the problems around here, don't you? You understand nothing. The Dark Master is the cause of all the woe that is here. The Dark Master brought you here against my better judgment. The Dark Master made me what I am now, a Nosferatu, and seeks to do the same to you. But I shall spare you that fate. I will mercifully end your miserable existence. Then the Dark Master and I will call forth eternal darkness, and we will no longer be limited to travel at night. Together, my master and I will create an army of undead, and we will conquer the world. Pity you won't be there to witness this. You cannot stop us now. You will never find your way out of this dungeon, and only a stake through the heart or more magic than you will ever have can stop us. You will die, knowing that you were destroyed by the Dark Master. Ah, the sun now rises, and I must go to my rest. You too shall rest. I will not allow you the chance to escape your fate, or to use that stake and hammer I torment you with here. Weapons of my destruction so close at hand, and yet so far. Sleep now, great hero. Tomorrow, you die.
Narf.
You find yourself falling asleep.
Even though I have the reversal spell up.
You wake up from what you thought was a nightmare, only to discover that it's only too real. You sense the vague impressions of ancient pain and horror in this place. There's also the sense of something dark and very much alive near you, hungering for you.
Alright. Well, let's make a save. Since it looks like we might be coming up on the end game, I guess. Which, if it's like the rest of them, means the game's going to be killing us every 10 seconds while I figure out what the hell we have to do.
You find yourself chained to the platform by your feet.
Open the chain.
You open the lock on the chains easily. It seems your foe has underestimated you once again. It does seem odd, though, that he didn't bother to remove your backpack.
All right.
You pick up the heavy hammer and store it in your pack. You take the wooden stake and stake its claim in your pack. Your reversal spell has worn off.
Thank you.
It's a head-sized chopping block. It's a huge saw, ideal for sectioning trees or prisoners. It looks like the sort of metal collar from which a chandelier might be supported. You suspect, however, that it's used for hanging something else in this setting. It's an Iron Maiden, a popular torture and murder device. The inside bristles with sharp iron spikes. Unlike most things here, it is shiny and has no rust forming upon it. It's definitely a skeleton, make no bones about it. The iron bars at the back of the room block off a cell. It's unoccupied for now. The Borgovs were notoriously sloppy housekeepers. It's not clear whether the cages are designed to hold prisoners or hungry monsters. Maybe both are put in at the same time.
Is Iron Maiden gonna kill us? Let's find out.
Now that you look closely, there does seem to be something a bit odd about the design of the Iron Maiden. You take a deep breath and step inside.
Huh. Okay.
You're in a lady's richly decorated bedroom. The coffin, where there should be a bed, seems a bit out of place, but there's no accounting for tastes. You sense deadly danger here, to your body and your soul. Where a bed would normally be is a closed coffin. It is an ornate affair, apparently custom designed for someone who expected to be in and out of it frequently. Sculptures are so realistic they almost seem alive and hungry. You sense no magic in this area.
That's surprising.
In contrast to the lushness of the other furnishings in this room, the plain desk and chair are obviously functional and frequently used. Only shards remain of the mirror. It appears to have been shattered by a single violent blow. Top of this ornamental shield is shaped like a bat on the wing. Judging from the size of these pots, Katrina must really earn a lot. You see some neatly inscribed notes on magical spells, but they're mostly too esoteric for you to understand. In any case, it would be unsafe to spend much time fiddling with the desk. The vampire might awaken at any moment.
So there is... I thought that looked like someone was in there, but they didn't say anything when I looked at it.
Where a bed would normally... That didn't do it. That did...
Huh.
Taking a deep breath, you place the stake over the vampire's black heart and pound it in with 3 mighty blows of the hammer. You stare at the lifeless corpse in the coffin. You never thought that killing a vampire would be anywhere near this easy.
At last, I am free of her dominion over me. You did precisely what I wanted you to do. Destroyed Katrina. So nice of you to cooperate with me.
Ah. Ed Avis Unleashed. He really helped Ed Avis this time. By getting rid of Katrina, he only turned him loose. Okay.
You'll love this. You haven't earned the right to that. You straighten out your jacket. Suddenly you find yourself totally unable to move.
You! What are you... How dare you! Try to kill me, were you! How dare you! You break into my home, steal away my child, kill my servant, Toby, and then return to kill me? After I befriended you and helped you, some hero you are. I should leave you here to rot. I should let the rats gnaw your bones while you hang there. Give me one reason, one excuse why I should not leave you here to die.
Tell about Ed Avis.
You tell her about how Ad Avis brought you here and set you up.
Ad Avis. Yes, that does sound like him. He cannot harm me directly. I am his vampire master, after all. Plotting against me and trying to use you are very much his style.
But it was not Ad Avis who stole Tanya from me! You broke into my home and took my child away! Why should I show you any mercy?
It's not your child, you crazy bitch.
Try to explain what you're doing in Katrina's bedroom.
Trying to find an exit from the dungeon? Just couldn't pass up a chance to look at the helpless vampire, could you? Funny place to look for an escape route, wasn't it? I have decided that I still have a use for you. Alive. If you help me, you may still manage to leave Mordavia without my mark upon you. I want you to seek out the 5 missing Dark One rituals and return to the castle. Together we will summon the Dark One and bring eternal night to this land. You will help me, won't you? Or must I take more drastic measures to assure your obedience?
You tell Katrina that you'll do anything, anything at all, if she'll just let you go and not rip your throat out.
Very well. But because I can never completely trust you, I will make certain you carry out my bidding.
By my will, I guias thee.
Thou shalt seek the heart ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the blood ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the breath ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the bone ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the sense ritual of the Dark One. Return with these rituals ere 3 nights pass, lest ye suffer.
3
Thus
nights.
is your guess. So go and return with the rituals soon. I would not want you to suffer after all.
Whoop. Okay. Well, we have 2 of them. So there's that. So we have the blood ritual and something else ritual. Heart ritual, I think. Heart ritual, yeah. The singing is real torture, yeah, the vampire. Or a little magic tune there. Not the worst voice acting in the game so far, but close. Okay, so since we're under a time limit, I really don't want to fuck around with this. So what are we doing? What the hell? Okay. Apparently we have to go back to Baba Yaga.
You grab. You find.
She's in the bottom right. I just gotta remember how to get over there. Whoops.
You straight. You don't find anything. Every sense tingles with the feeling of danger. The eye sockets of the skulls glow with deadly energy. Even the hut looks hungry.
Hey, if you and Baba got something going on the side that I don't know about...
You feel a sense of weariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero.
A sandwich?
That is not something we consider edible. Feed us or weep.
Hey, Cepolinus. How you doing, man? I got garlic. You want garlic? Nummy.
Oh, I can always use some garlic. It goes with everything. Now I can make some garlic head. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
You put the ritual away in your pack.
I saw an option there to ask her for a spell. I wonder if I can give her more garlic and get a spell?
Ah. So what do you... Hero...
What? I guess I misclicked.
Nice you to...
Try that again.
You find...
Oh! Oh, I can always... So what do you want?
Yeah, I feel like I got a good end on this bargain. A thing of garlic for
You
dark
ask
ritual.
for a magical spell.
Magic, let me think. What have I got that won't let you get me? I suppose you want something other than the spell to cause warts.
You nod your head.
Oh, all right. Here's a spell scroll to teach you the hide spell. I use it all the time, as you can plainly see.
You read the scroll. As it vanishes, the spell remains in your memory.
Alright, I guess
Here.
we got we got the ritual and we got the hide spell.
Nice you to...
Yeah. I think that calls for a save. So we have 3 of the 5 rituals. Now what? I have blood, I have heart, and I have whatever she just gave me. Breath. Blood, breath, and heart. And spells do so little damage in this game. Bum, bum, bum.
There's something You feel a chill go through.
There's another wraith we haven't killed yet. Okay.
You cast the... Wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth. The barrow contains treasure that the Wraith collect. You find a dagger, 38 gold crowns, 75 kopecks, and a few old bones.
Alright. I figured we'd fought all of those guys already. Guess not. Hello?
You see a floating, coruscating ball of light. It doesn't, it, you say hello to the will-o-wisps. The will-o-wisps ignore you. The grasping hands of the floating balls of light, such a surprise, are magical. The rest is just nasty, mucky swamp.
You could play some more Flashback? Right on. That game is awesome.
It does.
It won't talk to me.
You say the... You didn't...
Because I didn't click on anything.
As your fetch spell draws the will-o-wisps close, you deftly catch a few of them in a flask and close the stopper.
Oh. Okay. I didn't think that was actually going to do anything. Cool. The hell do I need with will-o-wisps in a jar? Managed to capture a few of the delicate glowing will-o-wisps in this flask. Yay me. Anyway, I want to head this way. We haven't been back up to that cave since the very beginning of the game. There might be something up there. Hey, Tabasco, how you doing?
This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips. The cloud symbol is a traditional... The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave. That did nothing. You...
FB is Flashback. It's a game he's playing through. Old side-scrolling kind of action platformer. Really cool game if you haven't played it.
You apply all your strength to the jaws of the cave mouth. You can't even get them to budge. You suspect that they are magically sealed. The path is...
Can we stick this on here?
The Dark One sign does look a little like the top of this standing stone. So you try touching the sign to the stone. You feel a resonance between them. Nothing else happens. The Dark... It... The standing stone has...
Interesting. This is where I'm glad I have a walkthrough. So apparently, I'm supposed to use this with the will-o-wisps? Or not? Maybe the what? Will-o-wisps with this?
The standing stone...
Okay, this walkthrough I have is useless. The only reason I'm checking it is because we're on a time limit, and I don't want to make you guys watch 3 days of me failing to achieve my objective and then having to redo the 3 days, and then redo the 3 days, and then redo the 3 days over and over. Click on the squid stone with the will-o-wisps. I did that. Maybe it's because I knocked it over. Maybe it has to be up, right? Yeah, FB is Flashback. That's right. Oh,
when you bring the will-o-wisp
of
near the
course.
standing stone, glowing runes appear around a 6-pointed image. In the center of the runes, you can now see a small hole in the stone. When you touch the Dark One sign to its image on the squid stone, the sign locks into place in the small hole. The points of the sign seem to point to 6 of the glowing runes.
A, V, O. Shit, I think I fucked up. Oh, no.
As you
Okay.
complete the name of the Dark One, you feel a distant rumble under the earth, as of the earth shifting, or some unimaginably huge creature stirring in its sleep. Part of the squid stone opens to reveal a small compartment. You reach in to find a scroll covered with mysterious runes. The symbol of the senses at the top is the only part that you can make out. You also retrieve the Dark One sign, which pulls loose from the stone with a slurping, sucking sensation. The hole in the stone closes as you remove the sign.
I would have never, in a million years, thought to use the fucking will-o-wisps on that rock. Yeah, that's really silly. Alright, well, we got 4 of the 5 rituals now. So the last one, I'm assuming, is in the swamp, right? Which means we get to do this again. Where's Glide? Is that Glide? Can't remember what the icon is. Yeah.
As you start...
Oh, you... Oh, god damn it. These guys will probably have respawned again.
You sense...
Yep.
The Dark One sign clicks into the depression in the stone. You find that you...
Okay, so we have to do the different rituals, because there's more icons than there are rituals, right? So we got, what? Breath, and mouth, I guess, bone, blood. Sense, heart, and essence. What's sense? There's heart. Which one of these is sense? Sense. Heart. Essence. Okay, that didn't work.
The Dark One... Finally, you feel the Dark One's sign settle. You pull on it, opening the tomb, and retrieve a damp but readable scroll from its depths. It is the Dark One's bone ritual.
Cool.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monolith.
Okay, so we got the 5 rituals. Good. So we'll go rest just to get our health and mana back and everything. Since we have 3 days and we're still on the first day, so we'll be okay.
The tiny will-o-wisp flickers within its flask, then quietly expires. If only you had learned more about will-o-wisps, maybe you could have prevented this sad loss.
Well, that really fucked our honor. Hold on, maybe we can just let them out of the bottle because we're done with them.
You release the will-o-wisps back into the swamp. You release the willow...
Alright. That should hopefully keep that from fucking her honor up. Never knew that hurts your honor. Yeah, it took 21 honor. It's a pretty big hit. And I don't have the Rusalka around for me to grind honor on anymore. My favorite? It's either this one or the first one. I think they're both probably about the same. This might get the edge just because of the voice acting. John Rhys Davies is an awesome narrator. Least favorite's definitely the second one. Oh, it's daytime now. Really? Caw. Well, your character has an energy shield, Count Ryan. That's why you can be shot and live. If you go into your inventory, you can see how many charges your shield has left. And if I were you, I would make sure every time you stop at a battery recharge station, you toss your shield in there and refill it. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a rough time.
After some rest,
you'll find plenty of those stations. They're all over the place. But yeah, there's some things you have to charge to solve puzzles, but you can charge your shields every time you find one, so that you can take more hits.
you are walking in the land of dreams, searching for something. You sense the nearness of Irana and feel her gentle presence beside you. You turn to her and see tears in her eyes. You feel sorrow and an incredible sense of loss and reach out for her. As the vision resumes, the darkness swallows her, and she is torn from you. You feel her die as she tries to drive the darkness away. The darkness is trapped in the world between worlds. So is Irana. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
So I guess when we do this ritual, we're going to free Irana and the Dark One. Then Irana can help us beat it or something. Okay, but we got the rituals, so I guess we should be able to go to the castle now. Maybe the gatekeeper will even let us in, since they'll be expecting me. The gatekeeper's not even there. Alright then.
Oh, what a good boy you are. You would never do anything to hurt me, would you? Unlike some others I could name. So, you have returned with the rituals. Good. Very good. We will journey at once to the Dark One's cave. Soon, it will be forever night and I shall never be at anyone's mercy again. Ya Avuzel, hear me, great Dark One. Open thy mouth that we may enter. Open thy mouth that will swallow us all. Open thy mouth of darkness, Ya Avuzel.
That is all I can do for you, Senator. You will need to perform the other rituals yourself.
We will be watching you, so do not even think of trying to betray us.
The last ritual remains with the High Priest. You will need to take it before you begin the other rituals. Please, be careful.
Yes, we would hate for anything unpleasant to happen to you.
Enter now, and good luck.
Alright. So this must be the end game. Back where we started. Should probably save. So there's a book down here.
You see an old leather-bound book. The gruesome creature is a cross between a squid, chocolate pudding, and your worst nightmares. It looks awake, alert, and as if it would enjoy having you for supper. A large book lies on the ground beside it. As awful as it now appears, Something about the creature's shape suggests that it was once as human as you. Something truly terrible must have occurred to change it to its current shape.
Too bad we don't have any dispel potions. This is the first game so far where we haven't had to make one of those and turn someone back normal. Get the book.
The horror strikes out long before your spell can reach the book. You don't have a chance of taking it as long as the creature is alive, awake, and active.
Kara. Calm yourself.
A gentle feeling of peace suffuses the cave. The horrible creature slowly relaxes and subsides into an uneasy sleep.
Hey, it worked. I love it when random shit works. Give me that book.
Your spell travels down to the cave floor and draws up a large, well-worn book. It seems to be a nobleman's diary. You pick up the book and read it. It is the diary of the last boyar. It seems that the thing in the pit was the last boyar. Being a servant of the Dark One didn't do much for his looks or disposition. On the last page is the thing you have been searching for, the Ritual of Essence. Now you have all the rituals, and the summoning of the Dark One can begin. The book crumbles into dust in your hands moments after you memorize the final ritual.
All right. Sorry guys, we gotta do a little bit of saves coming here because this game is gonna kill us over and over. Like every end game section of these games. Although 3 wasn't too bad. 3 we got through really easily, but 1 and 2 didn't go very well. Why this is pulsing?
This stone valve seals the passageway back into the chamber in which you first appeared in this cave. The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you. That didn't do anything.
Sphincter time is best time. So this is back where we started. I don't know if there's anything to actually do here. Except rerun again.
The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you.
Can we put the torch back?
You put the torch back in the sconce.
I'm guessing this is the bone ritual room, given all the bones. The scroll contains the image of a pair of crossed bones at the top. The rest is written characters that seem to shimmer and shift so you can't focus on them. Do I just use it with the thing?
That didn't do anything useful. There are lines in the sand, as if it has been used in the past to form pictures. There is no apparent pattern to the lines at the moment.
Can we use this thing?
You press the Dark One sign against the top of the altar. The sand swirls and shifts to form a mirror image of the sign. The Dark One sign dissolves into the sand, its purpose fulfilled at last.
No more Dark One sign. You watched someone playing an old NES game called Spelunking. The levels of rage it was inducing could only be measured in units of Gordon Ramsay. Nice. Spelunking. I don't think I've ever played that one. So can I use this now that there's a thingy?
You unroll the scroll containing the bone ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya Avuzel, Dark One, come! I stand among your massive bones. Let your skeleton once more be filled with your presence. The rocks of the cave creak and groan around you, as if forced to bear some massive weight. Ya Avuzel, take shape once more in this place that is your home. Stand again among us. The bones near the altar start to sway and move, as if a massive wind was blowing change through the cavern. Ya Avuzel, Dark One, come. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. Suddenly you realize that the nearest bones have formed into a cage and are closing around you.
It's a platformer, nothing special on the surface, but if you fall more than one tile height, that includes jumping off a rope slightly, then regaining your grip before you land. Oh, that would... yeah, I could see why that would be rage-inducing. Can we open this?
The chaotic forces in these caves twist and change your magic in strange, unpredictable ways. For the moment, that spell has no discernible effect.
Break the cage.
Bracing yourself, you apply all your strength to the cage bones. The rocks give a terrible shriek, then shatter.
Cool. So if I was playing as a regular weak-ass mage, I wonder how you'd get out of there. But luckily, we are hella buff. 391 out of 400 strength. We are super, super strong. Can I take a torch back?
You take the torch.
Yep. Alright. Can make it shatter by alternating hot and cold spells. Oh, okay. Yeah. They did tell us about that.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Yeah, the guild book did talk about that. Alright, what's this one?
Try as you might, the stone valve will...
Oh, this one's pulsing now. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, this looks interesting. Do the mazes in this game have walls that appear and disappear as you traverse it? Not yet. The night's still young, though. You never know. I hope not. Because that looked annoying as shit.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. Feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. A stone arch forms a sort of bridge at this point. You are in an eerie cave that appears to have been formed by red lava. It's a long way down to the pits between the narrow passageways.
They really paid John Rhys Davies to voice act about plunging a dagger into a sphincter? Yep. They sure did.
You are in an eerie cave that appears... It's a large, rather ordinary boulder. It's too... You are in an eerie...
So what is this ritual? The other one was easy, that was clearly bone. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Let's see what we got. We got blood, breath, sense, and heart. This room doesn't really cry out any of these things to me. Let's just try them all.
You unroll the scroll containing the blood ritual. Words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, a Vuzel, bringer of blood, I bring fresh blood to fill your veins. Following the scroll's instructions, you prick your finger and let a few drops of blood drip into the altar bowl. They seem to sizzle and roil within the black bowl. Ya, a Vuzel, let this chamber fill with your fiery blood once more. Drops of thick acid liquid begin to form and drip from the altar into the bowl. Ya, a Vuzel, bringer of blood! The dark liquid oozes forth from openings throughout the chamber and begins to fill the channels below. The blood hisses and sizzles as it flows. The scroll falls from your hands into the altar bowl, where it is instantly consumed by the acid.
Oh boy.
A thick, putrescent liquid now oozes and flows through the cave. It looks highly corrosive and in general like something you'd best avoid.
Okay, so... this looks bad. I was able to get like a unique description of that boulder that's like 10 feet away from me here. So there's gotta be something we do with this, right?
It's a large, rather ordinary boulder.
Fetch it.
You're not in a very good position.
Fetch it.
You're not in a very...
Nope. Yeah, I got the frost spell. Frost.
Your spell has temporarily stopped the flow of acid here.
Oh. I guess that's why you're asking about that. Alright then. Go. Go. Get down there.
The frozen acid has thawed and is beginning to flow again. The acid here won't stay frozen with fresh, hot acid blood flowing into it.
Yeah, I'm already past it. It doesn't matter. Okay. Thanks to the not-so-subtle hint from Arcos, we got through that easily enough. The rock is used if you're a thief. Yeah, you probably throw like your grappling hook on it or something. Yo, okay. What the fuck is that?
The huge stone tentacle is hollow. Somehow reminds you of a mocking imitation of a musical instrument. It's another valve or sphincter, much like the one through which you entered. Stone bubbles are everywhere in this section of the cave. They remind you of something, but it's not quite coming to you. Stone... It looks pretty much as you'd expect.
Does it?
It looks... The stone has been formed into a number of strange globes in this part of the cave. A stone image of a huge unearthly creature with tentacles has been carved out of the rock on the left side.
You don't have to apologize, man. I really don't care. I'm not fussy about spoilers and backseating and whatever. Don't care. I've finished this game before, long time ago, so it's not like this is some blind playthrough or anything.
You unroll the scroll containing the breath ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to read the ritual. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall come to draw forth your breath in the song of shadows. On the most right horn shall I begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Ya, a woozle, then shall I play on the leftmost of three. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy centre. The wind of darkness blows all before it. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall sound the final note on high. The shadows of darkness shall rise again. You sense an awakening and a waiting within the altar, as if it is alive and expecting something more.
Oh. Okay. Do you suppose that you created a vacuum inside the tentacle by blowing so hard? Or was it just hungry? Whatever the reason, explosive decompression has set in. Alright then.
You unroll.
What does it want? Do you want some bones? Have some bones.
That didn't do anything.
Do you want some candy? Tasty candy.
That didn't do it.
Ya, a woozle of the night. Yeah. Oh, it's corn. Who doesn't like corn?
That didn't do anything useful.
It doesn't like corn. Am I supposed to do something with this extra sphincter we got here?
You can't get this valve to move at all.
What about the tentacle on the floor?
That did. Despite their appearance, the bubbles are formed of solid stone. It doesn't say. No one seems to be listening.
Want a sandwich?
That didn't do anything useful.
Stab it.
That didn't do. The altar.
Wait, what?
A hero's life may. The altar remains unmarked.
Oh.
That didn't do anything. You consult with your staff a while. Your spell has no effect.
The vital flaw of the Cthulhu mythos. No one tried to give Cthulhu corn. Yeah. All that madness could have been avoided.
Your spell has no...
Don't seem to be able to cast anything in here.
Your spell...
It doesn't even let me target my spells, it just fails them. Is this walkable? Is this a path?
Stone bubble. The stone has been...
Cthulhu's not evil, he's just angry. I mean hungry. Yeah. He just needs to nosh. Hungry and angry,
Your spell has...
Okay, I have no idea what the hell the game wants me to do here. A shield?
That didn't do anything useful.
Maybe just say please. I tried talking to it. And I tried talking to myself.
That didn't do it. That didn't do it. The huge stone tentacle is hollow. It somehow reminds you of a mocking imitation of a musical instrument.
Am I supposed to blow on it? I mean, I tried interacting with it before, and I died instantly. Unless I have to blow on a different tube. Like maybe I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's different tubes, and we just gotta figure out the order. Alright. Probably should have saved there. Oh well. At least I'll get to hear the ritual again for this hint. Play Stairway to Heaven on it. Play Free Bird, man.
You unroll the scroll. Yeah, on the most right horn shall I begin
okay,
thy
the
song.
right horn.
Yeah,
the left horn.
I shall bring breath.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
So the right, left, middle. Guess I should have paid a little more attention to that. Except I tried the right one last time and I died. Unless there's one further to the right that I'm not looking at. Let's get out of the way. Yeah, there's only the 3. Okay, that's the right one.
The altar feels... The altar...
Maybe his right? Well, his right is still my right.
You take a deep breath.
Okay. What? Oh, by his right you mean the tentacle monster's right. Okay. Still, I just blew on the middle one there, and it worked. Which doesn't make any sense at all. What the fuck? Am I doing it in reverse order? Since it was right, left, center, maybe it's center, left, right? But no, I just did center and left and then died. Unless it's center and the tentacle monster's left, and then it would be center, right, left. Fuck, I don't know. Let's try center again. Okay, let's try right.
You straighten up. The altar feels...
What are you... No, fucking blow into the fucking thing! I'm so confused. What? What? Am I not blowing the middle one?
The old...
Is this like super pixely? Let's try clicking. Okay, that's definitely the right one. And I'm dead. What? Is it middle, middle, middle?
You take it.
Let's do the middle again.
You take a deep breath. You take a deep...
Are you simply tone deaf or simply slowing the uptake? You seem to have found a very wrong note to play and have now been rocked to sleep forever. Does this make any sense to anybody who's watching? I have no fucking idea what the hell it wants me to do. What? You frozen game? No, okay. I'm so confused. Why is it middle? Why is the middle the only one that works?
You take it. You take it.
Okay. Are the tentacles on the floor? The ones? Because there's 2 tentacles on the floor. Maybe I have to blow in them? Maybe that's... Like, maybe it's the middle one is this is the left, and then there's one on the floor, which would be the middle, and then one to the right of that's the right. Like, there's this tentacle here and this tentacle here, right? So maybe it's left, right, middle? Or no, the thing said right, left, middle, so let's try this one first.
It doesn't.
Never mind. Maybe I have to be in front of it. I don't want to budget blowing it, shithead.
It does. It does.
What? This doesn't make any goddamn sense.
You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle.
Doing it while the sound still goes is not making a difference. Alright, I'm looking this up. Fuck this fucking thing. This doesn't make any sense. When I see the answer, I'm probably going to get angry. Blow on the center tentacles in this order. Right hand, small tentacle. Left hand, small tentacle. Center, small tentacle. Large center tentacle? What? What center tentacle? What are you talking about? There's one tentacle in the middle. One. Unless this is a tentacle down here?
You take a deep breath.
Oh, fuck off. Okay, right. Is this the left one here?
You take a deep...
Wow.
You take a deep...
And maybe blow the big one?
You take a deep...
So it was just like pixel hunt the right little fucking tentacles. That was a bad puzzle. Sorry, Lori and Corey Cole, if you ever watched this video, that was some bullshit. Go hang your heads in shame. 20 some odd years after the fact. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. Whoa! What? Whoa! 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 What the fuck? Grab tentacle! Grab for the tendril and miss.
The tendril and miss.
Wait, maybe you can get it on the return breath. Okay. I can't do anything now. I have no mouse cursor. Oh, I guess I'm done. I just leave now. Okay. What the fuck? That was an interesting room, to say the least. Okay. Last one, right?
You feel totally numb. Can't see anything, feel anything, hear anything, taste anything, or even smell anything. Is this totally senseless? You sense no magic in this area. You still can't see a thing in here.
Looks like my torch is not working.
That didn't do. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with matches? Well, the same rule applies to torches as well. Nothing happens. The chaotic forces in these caves twist and change your magic in strange, unpredictable ways. For the moment, that spell has no discernible effect. Wait. You just felt something, hard and round with some spiky bits sticking out. Your sense of touch has returned.
Alright, Tabasco Punk, how about a maze with no visible walls at all? I raise your maze with walls that appear and disappear with a maze that has no visible barriers of any kind. What the fuck?
Wow, did something just die in here? Your sense of smell has just returned with a vengeance. Kinda wish it hadn't. You hear a loud, almost explosive pounding and something like rushing water. After a moment you realize that you're hearing the sounds of your own heartbeat and of the blood pulsing through your veins. You stand still for a second until the sounds subside to a dull throb. You can hear again.
Cool.
Blinding glare assaults your vision, and you nearly fall from the path. It's as if you're staring directly at the sun. After a bit you still see stars. Now at last you can see the cave you're in. Ahead of you lies the altar. The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. You are looking into a giant eye, which appears to be looking right back at you. It's a round ball with a number of sharp-looking spikes. The rounded spur of rock reminds you of something. It's just on the tip of your tongue. No, of your nose. That's it.
Oh, this is where you get your sense of smell back. Here's where you get your sense of hearing back. Your sense of sight. Okay. Okay. I get it.
A cluster of the spiky balls has formed into some sort of strange nerve or sense organ. The cluster blocks most of the path to the exit. You don't notice anything special there? You don't...
Okay, let's save and then we'll do the ritual here.
You begin to read the sense ritual before the altar. Ya Avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. Reach out thy tentacles to feel life again. Let the sense of this world permeate thy smell. Ya Avuzel! The sounds of our world are loud in thine ears, to do with what thou will. Let the light and shadow of this world enter thy sight. Let thine own shadow of darkness cover the world without the need of light. Ya Avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. You hear a crackling noise and see flashes of lightning from the dendrites as the smell of ozone permeates the air.
Okay. I think this is just a timing thing. Oof. All right. So I'm assuming we use the last ritual with this thing in the middle.
You unroll the scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya Avuzel, master of darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Ya Avuzel, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Ya Avuzel, master of darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar.
Okay. Passage in the ceiling. Sounds like a job for Levitate. And for save scumming. Whoops. Up, up, and away.
Very good. You have succeeded where many have failed.
Including you.
Begin the final ritual. Soon the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon Avuzel and free the shadows of darkness.
Enough talk! Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is that because this hero stopped you from summoning Iblis so long ago?
You resent the fact that I triumph while you fail, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
You begin to recite the final ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee. Cold chill fills you, and you feel as if your blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue. Oh, great Dark One, enter the world of light. You feel as if your feet were slowly and painfully dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. Oh, shadows of darkness, enter the land of the living. Your arms feel as if they were frozen, locked forever holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. Oh, Master of the Forever Night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! The spell is completed, and Avuzel awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again. No! How dare you!
Ah, you have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
Supervillain fight! I'm not able to do anything.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me? Guess again.
But my dear Katrina, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you. I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. Care to watch him die?
No! I will not let him die!
The fool! I knew that Avuzel would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired, and much, much more. Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop Adavis once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
There's no place you can run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero?
Okay, let's save real quick here. Looks like I made an autosave too, but whatever. So now that Avuzel's shown up, that means Arana should be around. So I'm guessing we gotta use Arana's staff to do something. To help us here. That's my guess. Could be wrong. Arana's staff. Oh, there we go.
Go ahead, throw it. You'll take your one shot, which I shall easily deflect. Then I'll finish with you at my leisure.
That worked out. Hey, it doesn't look so bad. Maybe he'll be a good ruler. You never know. So close, and yet, as the shadows of darkness cover the land and thousands of voices cry out in agony and grief, you think to yourself, maybe that wasn't quite the right thing to do. Where'd the autosave save us? Oh, shit. Okay, I should have used my own save. Oh well. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. You've heard of Oozle makes great cookies, yeah? Exactly. You never know. Okay, so let's try casting Reflect to start with.
You cast the reverse
to protect us from his bullshit. Now let's try using the staff, not the flowers, or staff. Ow.
Go ahead. Oh, is that the best you can do? So sad. Now it's my turn.
Really? You're gonna make me sit through this every single time I die? Oh, come on, game. Really? Whoa, what the hell? Oh, I just made it full screen. That's what happened there. Yeah. It's great animation and all, but you really don't need to make me sit through it every time.
You don't have time to deal with the crystal right now.
Wow. Can we make him laugh? We do have the ultimate joke still, which we've never found a use for. We have a joke that's supposed to make anybody laugh. Maybe that's how we distract him. Try it. Tell ultimate joke, yep. Okay.
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter. That's a killer.
You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even funny.
Despite his protestations, Adavis begins to laugh. In a few moments, he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance!
Boom. Dun, down, down. Alright, there we go.
A voice forms in the air around you, seemingly coming from your glowing staff. It is time for you to fulfill my final destiny. You must use me to release my mistress from her imprisonment. You touch the staff of Irana to the crystal.
Suck it, Adabies.
You walk in honor and righteousness. This day you have freed the land of Mordavia from great evil. May you always hold high the way of the Paladin. You have freed me from my imprisonment by the Dark One. I have driven Avuzel back to its own dimension forever.
You did?
Your magic is of great power to have overcome the evil which was in this place. It seems we shared a dream once. You gave me hope while I was trapped in the darkness. You held me in your arms and showed me your love. I cannot hold you now, nor can we kiss. I am only a spirit, a ghost. It will take more magic than I have ever known before we shall ever be together again. I can only thank you for everything you have done. I shall love you forever. Farewell.
Well, there we go. You got to meet Arana after all this time.
2 weeks pass from the final encounter at the Dark One's cave. Your friends and acquaintances in Moldavia hold a party in your honor at Castle Borgov.
So even as we speak, the swamp is drying up. Soon the pass will open, and we may trade with the outside world.
NAFTA, NAFTA, because we have to. We can finally sell our produce to others.
Wow.
We'll export garlic to all parts of the world. Everybody will be stinky.
We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
These guys ad-libbing is the worst.
The king has sent word that I shall be the newly appointed boyar. Castle Borgov will again protect and guard Mordavia.
He could not have chosen a worthier person for the role. And I mean that sincerely.
We have gathered here to thank this hero. He has driven away the shadows of darkness from this land. Mordavia will again be the peaceful, beautiful land of our forefathers.
The people fill the room with their cheers.
He returned Tanya to us. For that, we shall be forever grateful.
He proved that dreams can be real if you work to make them so.
He brought me back to my mommy and daddy, and you know what? They weren't even mad at me.
Everyone again gives a cheer of happiness.
Igor be engraved if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy, if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people whose names I won't mention, but you know who you are, spread nasty rumors that gypsies were werewolves. How foolish to believe such things.
There are many here who owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Pyotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement. You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. I believe this crystal ball is finally working. Do you see anything, Fenris?
Yeah, I see him. He's with a bunch of people. Either a reward ceremony or a lynch mob.
What? Let me see. Well, it's a reward ceremony, of course. He's probably done some great deed, as usual.
Quite the unibrow on Erasmus there.
Well, seeing that his adventure in Mordavia is obviously over, we bring him here to Silmaria, of course.
Suppose he doesn't want to come here.
Ah, you forget. He is a hero. Silmaria needs a hero right now. Everyone knows a hero has to go where a hero has to go.
Let's hope he knows that. Just make sure you use the right spell to teleport him. The last time you tried this, you brought the clothes and left the person behind.
This time, for sure.
It's always nice when they change voice actors in the middle of a dialogue. And here's our final stats. Score 500? I did a perfect game? Really? No. Really? I haven't gotten 500 on any of these yet. Yeah, I'm going to play 5. We're going to start 5 right away.
Congratulations. You have successfully completed Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness, with the maximum possible score.
There we go.
We welcome you to the
Look at
ranks
that.
of the few, the proud, the true heroes.
Huh.
If you have not already done so, we encourage you to play Shadows of Darkness again with the other character types. Many of the puzzles are different or have alternate solutions.
Yeah, I got the
meantime,
gatekeeper back with his wife.
You are already a winner. Please insert a writable disk in your floppy drive to save your winning hero for use in later Quest for Glory games. The save character file has been created. Save this disk for use with later Quest for Glory games from Sierra Online. Thank you for playing Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. And congratulations again on winning. We hope to see you again in a future Quest for Glory.
There we go. Well, that is an awesome-ass game. It's probably the best one. The first one's really good too. It's kind of hard. I kind of like them both about the same, but it's really good. Yeah, I've never played 5. I've never heard anybody say anything good about it, though. Everyone always says it's really bad, which is why I've never played it. But I'm interested to form my own opinion. I'm going to go into it with an open mind, and we'll see how it is. No cool animations for the credits like 3. That's too bad. Just lots of pictures of skeletons. 5's your favorite? Really? Wow, okay. I'm just sad we're not going to get any more John Rice Davies. John Rice Davies is the narrator. It was awesome. It wasn't Blinds, but I have technically played this game before, but it was like whenever it first came out 20 some odd years ago. So it's not completely blind. And I did have people in chat helping me out from time to time. But I'm still surprised I got perfect score, because I haven't got perfect score in any of these, so. Looks like the credits are now circling. Brian Blessed is the narrator. Yeah, no kidding. Congratulations, you have successfully completed Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness. Now try again with another character type. Not today. Okay, so let me get a little bit of music going here. I just have to set up the stuff for the 5th game here. It'll take me a few minutes, so just sit tight, and then we'll